A very pleasant good evening, everyone. We bid you courtside at the Anderson Center on the campus of the University of Mary Washington in Fredericksburg, Virginia on this chilly Tuesday evening. We get set for red-hot non-conference women's college basketball action between two of the best programs in the Commonwealth of Virginia as the Mary Washington Eagles at 4-2, looking to win the Capital Athletic Conference title in 2018-19. Welcome in the Yellow Jackets of Randolph-Macon, who come in with a record of 6-1 on the season, unbeaten so far in Old Dominion Athletic Conference play, with two big non-conference affairs this week, beginning with tonight's game, and this weekend's on a very big note before the exam break and the holiday break, and a trip to Las Vegas for the Yellow Jackets when they have to take on Emory and Henry, the team they had to defeat to win the 2018 Old Dominion Athletic Conference Championship. Hi, friends. Rob with them courtside here at the University of Mary Washington. Let me tell you, fans, things have changed. If you haven't been to Mary Washington in several years, it's a whole different campus. I was here on campus for a month back in the summer of 1984 as part of what was then known as the Governor's School program. It has since expanded in the Virginia public school system to include year-round governor's schools. As you know, we have Maggie Walker in Richmond. We have the Appomattox Regional Governor's School down in Petersburg. But back in the old days, when guys like me were in high school, they also had month-long affairs at colleges across the Commonwealth. And I spent a month July 1984 on the campus here at what was then Mary Washington College. Dowd Auditorium is still here. Several of the dorms, including the one I stayed in, still here. But there are so many new to me buildings. Some buildings probably been here 10, 15 years, and they're still new to me. But the Anderson Center here seats about 2,000 people. It is absolutely beautiful. Ron Rosner Arena here right on the campus, just off of U.S. Route 1. Mary Washington comes in tonight, record of 4-2 on the season. Common opponent with Randolph-Macon. Yes, there is one, and that would be Lynchburg. Lynchburg, of course, gave the Yellow Jackets fits Thursday night. Michael Ross's 28 points and 10 rebounds, helping the Yellow Jackets survive that one 58-55 to stay unbeaten in ODAC play. The Tuesday before Thanksgiving, Lynchburg was here at the Anderson Center, and they lost 64-49 to these Mary Washington Eagles. Eagles lost their opener on the road at Elizabethtown, and they lost to Johns Hopkins at their tip-off tournament here back on November 17th. Since then, winners of 3 straight to move to 4-2 on the season. They've got Marymount coming in on Saturday. And, of course, you know Marymount, the team that knocked off Randolph-Macon in a battle of then top 25 teams on opening night a few weeks ago. A week later, on the 15th, Mary Washington goes to Lexington to take on another ODAC foe in Washington and Lee. And they'll also see an ODAC team in the Puerto Rico Classic on the 19th when they play Virginia Wesleyan in San Juan. And then after the first of the new year, they'll get into CAC play exclusively all the way to the tournament in late February. For Randolph-Macon, season began with that 1-point loss at Marymount. Then they beat out Valley Forge and Arcadia in their tip-off classic in mid-November. They got conference wins at Bridgewater, at Shenandoah, and at home against Lynchburg. We referenced that game from last Thursday night, and the 90-44 win Saturday over Hollins. So Randolph-Macon winners of 6 straight, 4-0 in ODAC play as they get set for tonight's encounter, non-conference. Another non-conference game, that one at home Thursday night against St. Mary's, a 7 o'clock tip at Crenshaw. And then the big long trip down to Emory and Henry. And that'll be a big early conference showdown Saturday, tip at 2. And then the Yellow Jackets take exams, and then they'll head out to Las Vegas Hoopla. And they'll have 2 big games on the 18th and 19th. One against 2018 Final Four team, Wartburg. That will be on Tuesday, December 18th, 2 weeks from today. We'll have our national anthem coming up in just a moment, and then we will be ready to go with action tonight. Randolph-Macon, Mary Washington. We'll have our national anthem and then starting lineups, and then it'll be time to get going here this evening. National anthem complete here at Mary Washington as we get set for the starting lineups. And here come the Yellow Jacket lineup first. Freshman Lauren Lewis, who led the team with 23 points in the win Saturday over Hollins, 90-44. And the senior Kelsey Wisner, who had a big 21-point game in the win over Bridgewater, was ODAC Player of the Week a week or so back. Joined up front by Charlotte Woods, the junior from Trinity Episcopal. Jayla Wade, also a senior, and of course, rounding out the starting five, 6'3" junior center forward scorer extraordinaire, Kelly Williams, who got 18 and 10 to keep her double-double streak intact. She's had a double-double in every game so far this season for Randolph-Macon. Here comes the starting lineup for Mary Washington. Senior guard Jordan Pamlaney. Sophomore guard Maddie Shiflett out of East Rockingham High School in the news last week, making the state semis in football against Goochland. Emily Johnson, junior from Loudoun Valley up north. Joined by Megan Comer, senior from Monticello High School out of Charlottesville. And here comes the center. She is a freshman, 6'2", Erica Carter from the Carlisle School. She's only 1 inch shorter than Kelly Williams, so she'll be the one looking to try to slow down the 6'3" junior. Of course, Lynchburg employed some incredible defenses in that win last Thursday night, including a 1-3-1 where they put a 6'3" player up at the top of the key, sometimes would stretch her 30, 32 feet out to make passing lanes for the guards almost impossible, and it was a very difficult night for Lewis and Wisner and Wade and the rest of the girls up front, just to kind of keep things going. It was also meant to keep the passing lanes to a minimum to Kelly, and that's why it was Michael Ross off the bench, coming off so big in that game in order to give Randolph-Macon the lead and the win. So we're ready to tip things up here live from Fredericksburg, and we're glad you're joining us here. First basketball broadcast of 2018-19 on the RVA Sports Network. Here live on our YouTube channel. Ball's up in the air. Tip control by Williams to Wisner. We're underway. Randolph-Macon working left to right across your PC, tablet, or mobile device. Lewis right side to Wisner. Up top to Woods. Inside to Williams. Back to Wisner. 3 ball on the way, and it's off the back of the iron. No good. Long rebound to Lewis, and the Yellow Jackets reset. Lewis. Wade in the corner. She'll put up a jumper. It's too strong. Fight for the rebound. Wisner is able to knock it out of bounds off an Eagle. Goes off of Thompson out of bounds and will stay with Randolph-Macon. 9:34, fresh 30 on the clock. Just underway. 4 10-minute quarters if you are more into men's college basketball than women's. The women's game with 4 10-minute quarters. 5,000, you're automatically in the double bonus. There is no 1-and-1 in women's college basketball. Lewis, a three-pointer, in and out, no good, and the rebound to the Eagles, their first possession of the evening. Comer over to Thompson. She'll put up a 3, and that one is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Emily Thompson makes it 3-0 Eagles. Wade up top to Lewis, around to Wisner, into Williams. Williams double team, fights the lane, up and good. Williams goes around the freshman Carter, and it's 3-2, 1:05 into the first quarter. Thompson up top to Carter. They'll work it around to Shiflett right side. No dribbles, keeping the ball above their heads. Now a couple of dribbles. Handoff Thompson, nothing there. Lewis on her, gets around the pick. In the corner, Shiflett. Back to Thompson. Inside to Carter, 5 on the shot clock. Shot way too strong, and Wade all alone for the rebound for Randolph-Macon. Quickly down court, Wisner in the corner. Back up top to Lewis. Lewis around to Wade, right side. Wade up top, Wisner around to Lewis, open for 3. That one off the back iron, no, and Carter gets positioning in the lane for the rebound. Quickly Comer up top to Thompson. She'll work left side. Pass almost stolen by Wade. Almost a foul as well. Looks to drive, nothing there. Corner for Shiflett. Right side, now inside. Carter on Williams. Shot blocked partially, and we'll get a foul. As Pam Laney had the positioning trying to get the rebound, and Woods pushes her from behind, and that'll be the first personal foul on the junior, Charlotte Woods. 7:59 to go, first quarter, 3-2. Mary Washington trying to get it inside. They do. The shot up and good from Maddie Shiflett, working on Wisner. And it's 5-2, Mary Washington. Lewis kicks right to Wade. Wade up top to Wisner, around to Lewis, left to the wing. They'll work it around. Wisner, light side. Up top, Lewis, quickly. Quick passes. Williams, baseline. She'll get double team, lose it, get the ball, throw it up off the glass, underhanded, and it goes in. Boy, there wasn't much room to work there, and Kelly found a way. 5-4 Eagles with the lead, 7:25 in the first. Shiflett, Wisner working on her, in the corner 4. That's Thompson. Thompson getting around Lewis, fights inside, beautiful touch pass, shot no good. Carter with a little bit too little on that shot. It goes off the front of the iron. Williams with the rebound. Lewis around to Wisner left side. Williams will come up now to the top. Gets Wade open in the corner. Doesn't take the 3. Now she's open again. Drives the baseline. Tries to get the pass to Woods. Tipped and intercepted. Comer has it. Down court finding Shiflett. On the run. Got it. And in for the layup. 7-4 Eagles. Beautiful touch on that assist. And the Eagles up 3 with 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. Way to work it up top this time. Wisner with it. She'll drive the left baseline. Shot partially blocked. Saved by Pam Laney. Down to Shiflett. Carter goes flying onto the floor. Comer will work it up top. Get it around to Thompson, who had the 3 to open things up. And almost a foul, and there will be on Charlotte Woods, and that's her second. A ticky-tack reach in or reach over, as it were. They're at about the top of the key. No need for that. And Woods has 2 personal fouls quickly, and she'll have to go to the bench. 7-4, 6:18 in the first, and Michael Ross will check in for the first time tonight for Randolph-Macon. Ball inbounded. Shot up in the corner. The 3, no good. Wisner, though, can't handle the rebound, and it goes off of Kelsey out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Eagles, and they'll get a fresh 30 seconds with 6:11 in the first. Comer will take it out of bounds. Again, 5'11 senior out of Monticello High School in Charlottesville. Looking inside for Carter. Can't get it to her. It goes off of another Eagle to Carter, though, however. Shot no good, too strong. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. And it'll be Mary Washington retaining possession as Emily Shively from Langley High School will check in for her first action of the evening for the Eagles. Shiflett with it inside to Carter. Carter back up top. Work it around to Shiflett. Shiflett, 4 dribbles and back over right side. Ross is able to knock the pass away, and Lewis is able to save it in front of the Macon bench. Wade coming down court quickly, working, nothing there. Passes it out to Wisner. She's open for 3. Good. Kelsey Wisner for 3. And we're tied 7-all at 5:40 to go, first period. Comer across the timeline. Shiflett thinking about a 3. Decides to go top of the key. Long 2, no good. Fight for the rebound up top. It'll end up in the hands of Shiflett, who gets it out to Comer, and they'll reset 5:23 in the first. Carter, top of the key. Flips it over right side, back up top. Pam Laney with it, and we're going to get a push on Michael Ross, trying to grab the ball away from Jordan Pamlaney. So 3 team fouls now on Macon, 2 on Woods, 1 on Ross. That's an early headline to keep an eye on. No fouls called so far on the Eagles. 7-all, approaching the midway part of the first period. Quick drive down the right side, and the shot good from Comer. 9-7, the Eagles back in front. Wade works right at the circle. Gets to the baseline, nothing there. Up top to Lewis, around to Wisner. Kelsey for three. Back iron, no. Long rebound to Wade. And the Yellow Jackets reset. 4:53 to go first period. 9-7 Eagles. The corner, Wisner has it. Up top, Ross. She'll put it up at the free throw line, and it's good. Michael Ross looked like she was going to try to drive, backed up, put up the jumper, and ties it 9 apiece. 4:35 to go first quarter. Comer works it in. They get to Carter. Carter turnaround block by Williams. Kelly with great positioning that time. They get it down quickly to Wade. Shayla driving the baseline. Nothing there. And will we get a foul? No, it's a travel on Shayla. Shayla, Kelsey, the only two seniors on this Randolph-Macon roster. And we'll have our under 5 timeout here with 4:18 to go in the first quarter. Mary Washington 9 and Randolph-Macon 9. So glad you're with us here live tonight on the RVA Sports Network. Rob with them along with you. Ethan Greenberg will be back with you with regular Randolph-Macon coverage Thursday night when they welcome in St. Mary's of Maryland. That will be a 7 o'clock start in Crenshaw Gymnasium. Ethan, of course, you can hear him at rmcathletics.com, and we have a link to tonight's broadcast there on that website as well. A big thank you to Phil Stanton and Jeff Burns and everyone there at Randolph-Macon for making us in a position to where we can bring you to broadcast here this evening from the beautiful Anderson Center, Ron Rosner Arena at the University of Mary Washington. 9-9 your score, under media timeout. Yellow Jackets at 6-1. 2 early fouls for Charlotte Wood. She's on the bench. Ross comes in, has 2 points but 1 foul. Kelly Williams with 2 points so far tonight. Maddie Shiflett leading Mary Washington. She's got 4. Timeout complete. Players coming back out on the floor. 9-9, Mary Washington's ball. 4:18 to go first period. Carter will work at top of the key, bringing Williams out a bit. Over to Shiflett, looking to drive. She'll stop at the free throw line, put up an open jumper, and it is good. Nothing difficult there. Just around Williams, lose your defender, have the open jumper near the free throw line. 11-9 Eagles. Wisner inside to Williams, working on Carter. Shot off the bottom of the backboard, no good. Rebound to the Eagles. Comer driving. Looks in the corner. Shively had it over to Comer, back around to Shiflett now right side. Shively will work top of the key, Lewis on her. Hamlaney with it. Now we go left side, looking inside to Carter. Kick out, 3 on the way, no good. And Wisner all alone for the rebound for Randolph-Macon, down 2, 3:25 in the first. Wisner to Williams up top, whip it around to Ross, baseline. Her jumper's going to be short. Long rebound comes out to Shively for the Eagles. Gets it to Comer across the timeline. Over to Shiflett, wide open for 3. No good, but a long, quick rebound by Shively. Good anticipation there by Emily, the freshman. Comer to Shively. Left side, under 3 to go in the first. Gets around Lewis, drives, shot, no. And into the game for Randolph-Macon, Amy DeBell, and she'll get the rebound. 2:50 in the first. Wisner up top to Lewis. Lewis, the freshman, to Wisner, the senior. Up to Williams at the key. Back up over to Wisner. Now Ross working outside up top. Lewis, Wisner, back to Lauren. A 3. That one's too strong. Ross gets the rebound, but then loses it out of bounds. Had it briefly, and then it got away from her just a bit. And the turnover goes to Mary Washington. Substitutions coming in. Alana Miller, senior from Turner-Ashby, 5'10". She'll spell Erica Carter, the freshman starter, who'll go to the bench. That's the only sub for Mary Washington during that quick time. 2:30 to go in the first. Shively trying to get away from Knobloch, and we're going to get an offensive foul. And the foul will be on Miller, who had just checked in a moment ago. Illegal pick, and the Yellow Jackets will get possession. A 2 ties it, a 3 takes the lead. Macon's had it tied. They've not led so far. This evening, it's 11-9. Ross up top to Elise Knobloch in the game for Randolph-Macon. Back left side to Ross. Nothing there. Elise will back it out. 15 on the shot clock. 2:08 on the game clock. Williams is up top to Wisner. Now to DeBell. She'll work inside. Kick it back out top. Knobloch. Pass to Ross. Driving. Corner. DeBell. And then a bad pass. Can it be saved? No. It'll be a backcourt violation just before it would have been a shot clock violation as Wisner tries to save it, but her foot is on the other side, on the wrong side of the timeline. And Coach Carol LaHaye wants to talk this over. That was not the prettiest possession of the season. So you talk things over with a timeout here with 11-9 the score, 1:53 to go in the first period. Again, just joining us, and you're used to men's college hoops with 2 20-minute halves. It's been a few years now since women's college basketball went to 4 10-minute periods. 5 fouls automatically puts you into the double bonus. There is no 1-and-1 in women's college basketball. Some other rules as well, including the ability to call timeout late in the period to advance the ball to midcourt a la the NBA. You can do that as well. Eagles will bring it in from the midcourt. Shively will be the one to come across the timeline. Knobloch picks her up. 1:50 to go here in the first. Looking inside for Pam Laney. Up top, and now a bad pass. And the Eagles are going to turn it over as Comer thought Shively was going to cut back top of the key, and she actually broke toward the Yellow Jacket bench right side. And the ball just wanders into the backcourt. Turnover to Randolph-Macon. 1:35 to go in the first. Ross up top to Wisner. Inside, Williams immediately double team. She'll take it. Put it up left hand, too strong. And the rebound to Comer. Comer trying to get around Knobloch. Bounce pass top of the circle. There goes Pam Laney. She'll drive, put it up, and good. Around DeBell. 13-9 Eagles. 1:10 to go in the first. Knobloch up top, right side to Wisner. Wisner up top to Ross. Ross to Wisner. And now to Knobloch. Back to Wisner. She'll drive. Behind the back dribble. Keeps it alive. Now to Ross. Over to Knobloch. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Williams into the lane. Puts it up. Good. Splits defenders. 2 for Kelly. That's 4 on the evening for Kelly so far. 13-11 Eagles. 44 seconds to go in the first. Pam Laney, top of the key, looking for somebody to cut. Checks left side. Miller open. Her shot too short. 2 Yellow Jackets there. DeBell will grab it. Wisner will take off. Gets the pass. 30 to go in the quarter. Almost wasn't ready for it. DeBell, corner, Ross. And we'll get a travel on Michael and a turnover to the University of Mary Washington. So with 25.3 to go in the quarter, shot clock is off. And the Eagles could hold for the last shot should they opt. 13-11, Mary Washington. Approaching the end of quarter number 1 here on a chilly Tuesday night in Fredericksburg. Carter in for the final play. She'll get it to Shiflett. She'll work it around, get to the free throw line, shoot no good. DeBell with a rebound. Got 7 to work, 6 and 5. Wisner down to Knobloch. And we're going to get a travel on Elise. And the Eagles will have 2.9 seconds to try to throw it long and get a shot off. Pass almost stolen by Wisner, knocked out of bounds. We'll take a half a second off the clock. 2.3 to go. Martin into the game, gets it to Shiflett. She'll throw it up, and it's good. It goes off the backboard and in from about 40 feet. Head coach Carol LaHaye is saying that she was out of bounds, and the official is saying no, and Carol's got both hands on her head. Cannot believe that they allowed the 3 to count, thinking that she had been out of bounds on the possession. 16-11 is our score after 1 here on the special Game of the Week basketball edition on the RVA Sports Network. Coming up at the half, fans, we'll get you caught up on scores of some of the high school action back home in the RVA. We'll also update you on our holiday Feast of Hoops coming beginning December 19th, 10 days, 14 games live here on the RVA Sports Network from 3 different holiday tournaments. Some of the best basketball in the Metro Richmond area. Every year during the holidays, we fill ourselves up with some hoops. We'll be back at Henrico Holiday Hoops this year, back at the Southerner Classic this year, and the 24th Times Dispatch Invitational Tournament begins 2 weeks from tomorrow. And we'll talk about our coverage there, which not only will be here online on the RVA Sports Network, but it'll come to radio on 102.9 The Mater beginning December 19th. So our Holiday Feast of Hoops, we'll talk all about it at the half. You can see the lineup of our broadcast right now on the right-hand side of the page at RVASportsNetwork.com. Rob Witham along with you inside Ron Rosner Arena, the beautiful Anderson Center on the campus of the University of Mary Washington. Eagles on the strength of that buzzer-beating three-pointer from about 40 feet by Maddie Shiflett. And they have the 5-point lead at 16-11, underway second period. Thompson back in. She'll put up a 15-footer, and it is going to be just short. Rebound fought for, no good, but we'll get a foul. Tori Martin with the left hand draws the foul on, see if it's to Bell, or if they put it in, let's see. Nope, they're going to call it on Wade underneath rather than DeBell. It'll be her first, and the first free throw is up and good by Martin. 17-11, 9:47 in the half. Second free throw good, and that's the Eagles' biggest lead of the evening so far. It's 7, 18-11. Wade up top to Lewis, over to DeBell and to Wisner. See who tries to feed Williams. No, it's Wade. Three-pointer off the backboard, and it's good. Jayla Wade makes the first three-pointer of the evening for the Yellow Jackets to cut it to 4 at 18-14. Shively corner, Thompson with it. Back up to Emily. Loses the ball, and we're going to get a reach-in foul on Lauren Lewis, her first. Second team foul this period against Randolph-Macon. Again, they reset the fouls each period in women's college basketball. And again, 5 puts you in the bonus. There is no 1-and-1. As we mentioned earlier, for you fans who may be newer to the changes in women's college basketball, 3-4 years now since it happened. But if you don't follow it a whole lot, you don't know it. We're going to get a 3-second violation on Carter looking to make an outlet pass after Williams denied a move down the lane. And Yellow Jacket ball down 4. 9:05 to the half, 18-14. Wade, right side, up top to Wisner for 3. Good. Kelsey Wisner for 3. Her second. And it's a 1-point game at 18-17. 1:10 into quarter number 2. Thompson up top, corner for Shively. Looking inside, can't find anyone. Working back up top. Bit of a taller lineup right now for the Eagles. Carter in there, trying to drive baseline, putting it up off the backboard. The bottom of it, no. Williams will grab the rebound. Lewis now has it across the timeline. 1-point game. Wade thought about taking a 3, didn't do it. Up top to Wisner, to Bell, to Lewis. Lewis up top to Wisner, open for 3. Back iron, no. And the rebound to Thompson. Wade tries to get it, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Jayla Wade. So Eagles basketball, 8:14 to the break, 18-17 with the lead. Some subs coming in now for the Eagles. Faith St. Clair makes her first appearance. She's a freshman out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And the Yellow Jackets will put a little backcourt pressure on this time. Broken by Comer. Gets across the timeline without a problem. Lewis on her. Get it to St. Clair. Faith looking inside. Nothing there. Passes at top of the key. Now a drive. Shot Pam Laney. Good. With the right hand off the glass. 20-17, Mary Washington. Wisner up top to Lewis, 7:50 to the break. Wade looking inside for Williams, almost stolen. She'll turn around, put it up, no blocked. Rebound, put it up, no. Rebound a second time, and it'll go off of an Eagle. Kelly thought it was going to be Eagles' ball. Coach Watson yells from the bench, "It's your ball, Kelly." She turns around and dutifully heads back to the board. They'll get it into Wade. Fresh 30 on the clock, out to Lewis. Now to Wade, baseline. Kick it back out to Lewis, who's open for three. No good. Long rebound. Wade had it, lost it, out of bounds. Mary Washington possession. Up 3 at 7:31 to the half. Kelly, 6 points, 2 boards in quarter number 1. The bigger story, though, 2 quick fouls on Charlotte Woods. She went to the bench almost a quarter ago in time, and we haven't seen her since with 2 personals. Comer across the timeline, gets it to Shively, back to Comer. No, she's going to head up top, work it around, baseline. St. Clair inside Carter, shot up, good. She was able to press on DeBell rather than Williams. Got away from Kelly, gave Carter the height advantage. 22-17 Eagles work the lead back to 5. Wade, top of the key. Bounce pass to Wisner. Back out to Wade for 3. That one's no good. Rebound, Kelly Williams working on 2 players. No good. And they'll say off the Eagles. And Randolph-Macon basketball with 12 on the shot clock and 6:54 left in the first half. Wade out, Knobloch in, Shively out. And Thompson checks back in for Mary Washington. As the Yellow Jackets will take it out again, 12 seconds on the shot clock and 6:54 left to the half. 22-17 Eagles. Officials have called for a time. That's the reason why things got really, really quiet. They have put the shot clock at 27. Pass into Knobloch. She gets it over to Lewis. She'll work it up top, and Yellow Jackets will run the offense. Pass almost stolen by St. Clair, trying to get to it. Knobloch will, in the backcourt, will use her body to take care of that. And they'll reset, but there's 10 on the shot clock. Wisner, left wing, pass over Knobloch, and out of bounds. She thought Elise was going to stay across court. She cut to the top of the key, and it was way over her head. At 6:33 to the half, Eagle ball up 5. So the back-to-back threes got the Yellow Jackets back within 1, but the last 4 points have belonged to the Eagles. Comer to Thompson. Thompson working it up top around right side. They're running almost the same play over and over again. St. Clair has it and almost, should have been called for carrying the basketball and did not. She'll get a break there. Comer back to Thompson, 10 on the shot clock now. Looking for a break and gets it and is going to get fouled with the body, probably by Williams. As the pick was set and they got Knobloch with it, and then Kelly tried to come up and help, and it'll be the first personal foul on Williams and the 3rd team foul on Randolph-Macon. Fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock, 6:10 to the half. They inbound it to Comer. 22-17, Mary Washington by 5. St. Clair, left corner, inside to Carter. Carter looking out, finds Comer. Wisner on her. She looks to pass, does. Pam Laney with it. She'll drive, put it up, and a foul. And that's on Williams, and that's 2 on Kelly. It is not very often that Kelly Williams is in foul trouble, and it's very rare that she gets 2 in the first half, but she has it here, and now Coach LaHaye has a big decision to make. We still have 5:55 to go in the half. Woods is already sitting down with 2. Michael Ross has 1. First free throw up and good by Pam Laney. Eagles have yet to commit a foul here in quarter number 2. Pam Laney's second shot up, good. So they were up by 7. A pair of threes knocked it to 1. It's a 6-0 run, and they're back up 7 again. Eagles up 24-17, 5:50 to the half. Lewis left side up top to Wisner. Wisner into the middle for Williams, passes it out to Knobloch. Her 3 is good. Elise Knobloch for 3. 24-20. Eagles lead at 4. 5:30 to go. We'll get a media timeout at the first stoppage after the 5-minute mark. Comer trying to go all the way, and she will draw the foul and get 2 free throws at 5:26 to the break, and that's Wisner on the foul. That's her first, but that's 5 on the Yellow Jackets, so free throws the rest of the way for the Eagles. 24-20. Shot up, good. And Megan Comer, senior from Charlottesville, will get 1 more. 25-20, Eagles. St. Clair checks out. Shiflett is in. Second shot, no good. Rebound, Williams, and we'll get a foul. Foul called on Pam Laney, trying to get the rebound off of Kelly Williams. First foul called on the Eagles in this quarter. Lewis will check out. Ross will come in for Randolph-Macon. Williams again working with 2 personal fouls. DeBell, Wisner, Ross, Knobloch, Williams, the 5 on the floor for Coach LaHaye and the Yellow Jackets. Right side, Ross with it, quickly inside to Williams. Kelly kick out Knobloch, back to Ross baseline. Michael drives, stops, turns, puts it up off the glass for 2. She's got so much confidence coming off that Lynchburg win Thursday night. Come up on 5 minutes to the half, 25-22, Eagles by 3. Ross got to be careful not to get foul number 2. Weak side pass, shot up, in and around, and good for Pam Laney. Beautiful assist from Comer. 27-22, Eagles by 5 again. Ross wants to go inside, can't do it. Gets it to Knobloch. She'll get inside to Williams, put it up, and draw the foul. And Kelly Williams will go to the free throw line after we take the under 5 media timeout with 4:41 to go in the first half. 27-22. Mary Washington with the lead. And Williams with a pair of free throws coming up in just a moment. Yellow Jackets shooting 37% from the floor right now. Mary Washington, 43%, 10 of 23. Helping that average, a few of those drives where they set the pick top of the key and then just roll their way around right side, looking for the weak side of the Macon defense, trying to stay as far away from Kelly Williams as possible, and it's been working. Maddie Shiflett, 9 points. Pam Laney has 8. Emily Thompson had that opening 3. Comer has 3. Wisner and Williams each have 6 for the Yellow Jackets to lead Randolph-Macon. Fans, don't forget our live Twitter coverage from state championships Saturday coming up from Hampton University. It'll be first the Class 5 football championship. Highland Springs looking for their 4th consecutive state title. And for the 3rd time in those 4 seasons, they got to beat Stonebridge. It'll be Stonebridge, Highland Springs round 3, Saturday at noon, Armstrong Stadium at Hampton University. Live tweet coverage on Henrico Sports on Twitter. And then at 4:30, Manchester goes for their first state championship in school history as they play Freedom of Woodbridge in the Class 6 championship. And you can be with us on Chesterfield Sports for that state championship. And, of course, we'll have retweets and updates on our main Twitter feed at the RVA Sports Net. Hyper-local coverage of high school sports you don't find anywhere else in the RVA. Henrico Sports is your hookup for Highland Springs at noon. Chesterfield Sports for Manchester at 4:30. All from the RVA Sports Network. It'll be a cold one in Hampton, but the press box at Armstrong Stadium, if the sun is out, it gets warm in there in a hurry. It doesn't matter if it's 10 degrees outside, so we'll be ready for anything. Williams' first free throw is up and good out of the timeout, 27-23. Second shot is also good. And we're back to a one-possession game, 27-24, 4:40 to the break. It'll be Comer across the timeline, Wisner to pick it up. Up top, Pam Laney, see if she works it right. Yes, she does. Off to Bell, shot up, good. Randolph-Macon's got to find a way to stop that. Mary Washington's going to run that play all night long if it works, 29-24. Knobloch, left wing, top of the key. It's Ross. Right side to Wisner. Looking inside. Williams double team. DeBell to Williams with the left hand. It's good. There's nothing Erica Carter can do. Erica's just a freshman. She'll learn a lot going up on against Kelly Williams here tonight. 4:05 to the half, 29-26. Pass almost stolen by DeBell. Ross trying to get it. Battle for it here in front of us. It'll be taken by the Eagles. Comer, bounce pass. Back to Comer. She'll work off the pick. Here comes Pam Laney looking to drive again. This time Williams is able to get a piece of the ball and knock it out of bounds. Williams has got to get over, rotate over as much as possible. DeBell is the freshman struggling here in this defense as she almost, no, check that. Ross comes up and she's able to make a steal on the inbounds pass. Macon with it down 3:40 to the break. Ross right of the circle. Up top to Wisner, over to Knobloch, open for 3. That's going to be too strong. Long rebound comes out to St. Clair. Looking, down court, pass, almost stolen by Wisner. Fight for it down low, and we'll get a tie-up, held ball. Possession arrow to Randolph-Macon. 3:25 to halftime. 29-26. Eagles have led the entire game. Yellow Jackets have had the lead down to as few as one. But they haven't tied it, and they've never taken the lead as of yet. Williams will work the baseline this time. Out to Knobloch. Top of the key to Ross. Wide open. Wisner right side. Can't get it to her in time. Ross kicks it back out to Knobloch. 15 on the shot block. They get it to DeBell down low. Amy puts it up and just off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound to Comer and the Eagles. 3 minutes to the half. They're up 3. Bounce pass to Martin. Martin's way up top. Shiflett, right wing. She'll try to work baseline around Ross. Kick it out. Comer up to St. Clair. Around to Martin. Martin looking inside. Now wants to drive. Does. And we're going to get a foul. Yes, we will. Reach-in foul. Looks like it's on Knobloch. And I believe that might be her second. Let's see. No, that is Elise's first of the evening. But in the bonus, it's 2 shots the rest of the way, and Martin to the line. First shot is up and off the front of the iron, no good. As Emily Thompson will check back in, Comer, the senior, will get a break. 2:43 to the half. 29-26, Knobloch checks out. Jayla Wade back in for Randolph-Macon. Second shot, in and out, no good. Rebound to Williams. Yellow Jacket ball down 3 after 2 missed free throws by Mary Washington. Ross, left side. Looking inside for a cutting Williams. Couldn't find her. Wisner looked inside, nothing. Finds DeBell. DeBell back out. Wade in the corner. Her shot very short, but right to Williams. She'll put it up high off the arc glass. No good. Long rebound to DeBell. She'll put up a jumper. Reaches in and out. No. Ross gets the rebound. Tries it again. Back iron. No. And finally a rebound for Shiflett and the Eagles. Many chances. Nothing come of it. 29-26 still. As we hit 2 minutes to the half. St. Clair to Martin. Martin up top. Looking to drive on DeBell. Wade's going to reach in. They're going to call that every time. No reason. Why in the world you're actually reaching in after the player had passed you, and then you stick the arm in? There's just no way you're not going to get the whistle there. And foul issues could become a huge issue for Randolph-Macon down the stretch. First free throw by Martin is good to make it 30-26 with 1:55 to go in the half. One more for Martin coming. It's up, and it is good. 31-26, the lead back to 5. Final 1:54 of the first half here in Fredericksburg. Wisner up top for 3. Back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. St. Clair puts out an elbow. Perfectly legal. Wade can't get to the ball. Eagles basketball. Nice physical play there by St. Clair. Wisner's going to steal it. They're trying to pass it, and Kelsey's all alone. She'll put it up and in. She just broke between the passer and the intended receiver, as it were. Grabbed the basketball and went 75 feet. 31-28. Thompson drives left side. Ross cuts her off. Keeps the dribble alive. Up top, St. Clair. Wade on her. 1:10 to go in the half. Shiflett, right side. Wisner on her. Looking inside to Carter. Carter, turn around. Up, back iron, no. Long rebound to Wisner. Final minute, first half. 31-28 Eagles. Wade right side open. Nothing there. Trying to get it into Kelly Williams. Does. Works and fouled. They've been having a hard time getting it to Kelly, but once they can get it to Kelly, she's able to do her damage, and she gets a second personal foul on the freshman Carter, and that's an important play at 52.1 to go in the half. Williams' first free throw is good. 31-29 now our score. One more coming. Shot is up. Back iron, no. Long rebound comes out to Alana Miller. Miller to Comer. Looking down court. Pam Laney was there. Didn't see her. Keeps the dribble going up top of the key. Ross on Comer. Picks it up. Gets it to Shively. Shively with Wade on her. Pass over. Miller. Long shot, no. Right at the top of the circle. Ross with the rebound. There's a 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Final 30 of the half. DeBell up top to Wisner. Looking inside. Ross cutting, shot good, and we're tied at 31. Great vision from Wisner to see Ross make the cut toward the basket. 15 to go in the half. Comer with it. Eagles can take the lead at the break. Long, dangerous pass to Thompson. Thompson has it. Wisner on her, trying to find some open room. Drives the baseline. Shot off the bottom of the backboard. No. And we will not get a shot off in time. And we will start halftime where we started the game. Tied. Halftime, your score, Mary Washington 31, Randolph-Macon 31. Live and exclusively here on the RVA Sports Network. We'll get halftime stats in just a moment. And we'll also talk about our holiday Feast of Hoops coming to the RVA Sports Network during the 2018 holiday season, which is quickly coming upon us. 3 weeks from today being the big day. We're going to take about a 60-second timeout to breathe. And back in just a moment. Randolph-Macon, Mary Washington, we're tied at 31 at the half. Back in just a moment on the RVA Sports Network. All right, not sure if any of you timed me as to whether or not it was exactly 60 seconds or not, but we're back. Just got the stat sheet for half number one, and we're sending out a couple of quick tweets on Hanover Sports on Twitter, your home for Randolph-Macon college coverage from the RVA Sports Network. Kelly Williams with 11 points and 7 boards, so she needs 3 rebounds in the second half to keep her double-double streak alive. Michael Ross with 6 points off the bench and 4 rebounds. And, of course, the story, Charlotte Woods on the bench with 2 fouls since about 6:18 of the first quarter. And we'll get that information up really quickly on Hanover Sports on Twitter. A couple of girls basketball scores back home. Halftime scores. They've hit the half between J.R. Tucker and Deep Run. J.R. Tucker up 34-15 at the break. And also at the half, Glen Allen leading Douglas Freeman. Score there 26-3. So Glen Allen up at the half, 26-3. And it is, again, 34-15 Deep Run at the half. That's in girls basketball action. Boys at the half, Collegiate leading Hampton Roads Academy, 29-12. That update just in on Twitter as well. So Kelly Williams, 11 points, 7 boards, playing with 2 fouls for the last about 6 minutes of the half. Kelsey Wisner was on the court for all 20 minutes as well. She has 8 points, 2 3-pointers. She has a foul. She has 1 rebound, 2 assists. Pair of assists for Jayla Wade, who hit a 3-pointer. She's got 2 rebounds. Amy DeBell, no points, 4 boards, though, and a steal in 14 minutes of play. And Elise Knobloch with 3 points, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 foul. Hitting a 3 there, latter portion of the half. Leading scorer for Mary Washington is Jordan Pamlaney. She's got 10 points with 2 rebounds. Maddie Shiflett has 9 points and a pair of boards. Also has 1 block. 4 points for Tori Martin off the bench, all at the free throw line. 3-pointer for Emily Thompson that started the game. That's her 3 points so far in 13 minutes of play. Megan Comer has 3 points and 3 rebounds. Yellow Jackets out-rebounding the Eagles 20-20 in the first half. Yellow Jackets only shooting 35% for the game so far from the floor, 12 of 34. 4 of 14 from 3, and they're 3 of 4 at the line. Mary Washington with more opportunities at the line since Randolph-Macon called for a total of 10 fouls in the first half, only 4 by Mary Washington. So the Yellow Jackets only getting 4 free throws, but making 3 of them, and they all belong to Kelly Williams. Eagles are 7 of 10, led by Tori Martin's 4 of 6. Assist to turnover ratio, 5 assists, 7 turnovers for the Eagles, 6 assists and 6 turnovers for Randolph-Macon, who have 6 blocks, 1 by Ross and 5 by Kelly Williams. So we're at about 10 minutes to go before second half action. And we're tied at 31-31. Well, fans, this is just a prelude to all of the holiday basketball action that we love to bring you every year here on the RVA Sports Network. Our Holiday Feast of Hoops 2018. It will kick off beginning 2 weeks from tomorrow on the 19th of December when we join forces with 1029 The Mater to premiere high school basketball on the radio. Of course, we've been with 1029 The Mater doing the high school football game of the week since 2002, and we're expanding our high school coverage to include basketball this year. And we're very excited about bringing you first-round coverage of the Times-Dispatch Invitational Tournament coming up on the 19th. That's a Wednesday night. Currently, we are scheduled to be broadcasting live at Trinity Episcopal. We'll make that official later this week after we can take a test there at the gym at Trinity to make sure we get enough of a signal out. If you've never been to Trinity Episcopal School, it's kind of packed in down in the woods by the James River on the south end of it. And a few years ago, we were out there just trying to tweet scores from a TDIT first-round game, and we couldn't get any tweets out in the gym. We had to go walking outside to get any type of a Verizon signal. So we're going to test things out on Thursday, and if they work out okay, that's where we're going to be. We'll have Hanover and Trinity Episcopal girls first-round action at 6, and then we'll have Huguenot Trinity boys first-round action at 7:30. Then the tournament moves to Hanover High School for semifinal Thursday and championship Friday. Now, our Twitter feeds will be blown up for 3 days with TDIT coverage because we'll be at semifinal Thursday as well as championship Friday. But we're back on the radio on 1029 The Mater and live on the RVA Sports Network online. That Friday night, the 21st, will be live beginning at 6:15. 6:30 is the projected start time for the girls' championship game. And then 8:30 projected start time for the boys' championship game. So hope you will join us for the 24th annual Times-Dispatch Invitational Tournament, live and exclusively on 1029 The Mater and the RVA Sports Network. First-round doubleheader on the 19th, and both girls and boys' championship games on Friday night, the 21st. Then we take a break for Christmas, and day after Christmas, we're right back at it. For the 6th consecutive year, RVA Sports Network proud to be a part of the Henrico Holiday Hoops Tournament, one of the premier tournaments in the RVA all basketball season long. Rob Welch, the AD, head coach Vance Harmon, and the gang always do a fantastic job putting on that tournament and have graciously invited us back into the fold another season. We will have all 4 first-round games in the tournament on the 26th of December. And that will include Henrico, of course, the host, Monacan in the tournament this year, Atlee in the tournament this year, and many others. And we'll have quadruple header first-round coverage on Wednesday the 26th at 2:30. We usually, 4 games usually take about 6.5 or 7 hours. So we are live for a long time on the day after Christmas. That's why we take a Christmas afternoon nap after playing with the new grandbaby. And then the next day, on the 27th, we move over to Mechanicsville for live coverage of the first day of the Southerner Classic at Lee Davis High School. another quadruple header, 2 girls semifinals, 2 boys semifinals. And we're looking really, really, really forward to that day. Going to be some good games there this year. Colonial Heights is back. Caroline's back. Cosby boys will be part of the tournament this year. Lee Davis is looking to take a major step forward in their boys basketball program this year. So we're looking forward to bringing you those 4 games on the 27th. We'll go home. We'll sleep quick. We'll grab some oxygen. We'll go back to Henrico Holiday Hoops on the 28th. And it will be championship night at Henrico Holiday Hoops. Right now, our plans are to broadcast the 3rd place and the championship games. So our coverage on Friday the 28th would begin at 5:30 p.m. So again, Friday the 28th at 5:30. And then, fans, we will be filling up our January and early February timeframes very soon with new broadcasts, which we will update and put on the broadcast schedule at RVA Sports Network.com. And if you're looking for games involving Hanover County schools, don't forget our Hanover-specific website at HanoverCountySports.net. That's our Holiday Feast of Hoops coming up, kicking off with the Times Dispatch Invitational 2 weeks from tomorrow. Randolph-Macon women's basketball, busy week here tonight. Back home Thursday night as they have another non-conference game against St. Mary's of Maryland. Ethan Greenberg, of course, back on the call, voice of the Lady Yellow Jackets, and he'll have action for you at about 6:45 on Thursday night at rmcathletics.com. And then the Yellow Jackets take the longest trip in the ODAC from Ashland, Virginia, and that's down to Emory. We made that trip a little over a month ago for football. Women's basketball heads down there for the ODAC championship rematch. Emory and Henry, Randolph-Macon. And that game is on Saturday. Memory serves me correctly. I believe it begins at 2 p.m. That's a 2 o'clock tip on Saturday. Randolph-Macon women at Emory and Henry. And then they will take a break for exams. And then they head to Las Vegas for 2 games on December the 18th and the 19th. Entering tonight, Randolph-Macon all alone in first in the ODAC standings, the lone unbeaten at 4-0. Emory and Henry is in a 4-way tie for third at 2-1, a half a game behind Guilford. Guilford is currently 3-1 in conference play. To give us just a quick second, we'll check tonight's schedule. Ferrum heads to Emory and Henry. So the Wasps will have a chance to move up to 3-1 on the season tonight. See, Guilford plays again at Bridgewater on Saturday. They are not scheduled to play during the week. They got a non-conference win on Sunday over North Carolina and Wesleyan. So in the ODAC tonight, Eastern Mennonite is at Southern Virginia. That's a non-conference game. Ferrum at Emory and Henry is a conference affair. That should start at 7 or 7:30. Then tomorrow, Bridgewater's at Virginia Wesleyan at 5:30. Randolph at Lynchburg at 7. Washington and Lee at Eastern Mennonite at 7. Royals playing on back-to-back nights. And Shenandoah has Goucher in a non-conference game tomorrow night at 7. And again, non-conference game, Randolph-Macon St. Mary's, 7 o'clock Thursday. And then the big one on the road at Emory and Henry, and it is 2 p.m. on Saturday. And then after that, Yellow Jackets take exams, and then they head to Las Vegas, where they will play Wartburg on Tuesday the 18th, and then Salisbury on Wednesday the 19th. Then they'll come home for the rest of the holiday break and get back at action at Washington and Lee on the 2nd of January. And that right now is scheduled to be a 3 p.m. game. Teams are finishing up, warming up. We're getting set for second half action here live at the University of Mary Washington. Randolph-Macon 31 and the Eagles 31 live on the RVA Sports Network. Glad you're with us, fans. Drop with them along with you. Ethan Greenberg back with you Thursday night in his usual catbird seat courtside at Crenshaw. Love sitting beside him while I'm covering games on Twitter and for the Mechanicsville and Ashland and Hanover local. Listening to Ethan's great call of Randolph-Macon women's college basketball. And Marty and Andrew Price, Marty Wilson, my buddy, they've got some action tomorrow night. The men go to Farmville. They're at him, good old Hamden, Sydney, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock tip. And you can listen to that game live at rmcathletics.com with Marty and Andrew. I'm not sure if they're taking the trip to CNU Saturday or not, but that is a 4 p.m. tip for the Randolph-Macon men on Saturday in Newport News. Mary Washington gets the basketball to start the second half. They're working left to right across your PC, tablet, or mobile device. Top of the key, Pam Laney hands it off to Shiflett. She'll drive the lane, put it up, and put it over the outstretched arm of Kelly Williams. Good. Kelly's got to be careful with 2 personal fouls quickly. Get it up top, Wade to Lewis. Lewis almost traveled. Wade inside. Williams, high pass. She handles it. Looking for some help. Double team. Kick out to Lewis. 17 on the shot clock. Woods top of the circle back in after 2 early fouls. Williams gets fouled. Going to the hoop after the pass inside from Woods, and Kelly to the free throw line. Shiflett will be charged for the foul. It'll be her first, and the first team foul for the Eagles here in the second half. 33-31, just underway third quarter. Williams at the line. First shot up, good. 33-32. Again, Kelly 3 of 4 at the line in the first half. Now 4 of 5. And she looks to knot it up at 33 apiece with her second free throw up. Back iron, no. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. Wade was in there scrapping for it. And the Yellow Jackets will get possession underneath. Fresh shot clock at 9:25 in the third. Wisner takes it up top to Lewis. Lewis left side to Wade. Wade to Woods working top, looking for Williams. She's open. Got it over the shoulder, left side, using the glass, and it rims around and in. And for the first time tonight, Randolph-Macon has the lead. 34-33, their first lead of the game. Shiflett, left side, up top. Pam Laney, handoff to Shiflett. Kicks back, fires a 3. In and out, no. Rebound, Williams. That's rebound number 8 for Kelly. Handoff to Lewis. Lewis quickly down court to Wade. Baseline. Jumper short. Fight for the rebound. Taken by Pam Laney. Jordan will bring it across the timeline. Woods mindful of 2 personals on her. Wade up top on Comer. Handoff. Thompson trying to work that right side. Wade will block it this time. Corner for Shiflett. 2 dribbles up top. Pam Laney. Kick out. Comer. Shot good. That's a 2. Just inside the 3-point line. Top of the key. And the lead back to Mary Washington. 35-34. Quickly down court. Lewis puts it up. No good. Rebound and a foul. Fighting at midcourt. Comer trying to keep it. Wisner trying to grab it. They'll get Kelsey on the foul. And that'll be her second. So 2 now on Williams, Wisner, Wade, and Woods. 8:08 to go in the third. Comer gets the inbounds, gets away from it, drives, baseline, stops, kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson calls the play, works it up top, now goes left side. Comer with it. Comer up top to Carter, looking inside. That's an easy pass for Williams to steal. Intended for Pam Laney, nowhere close. Wade with it, up top to Lewis. Lewis around to Wisner, quickly inside. No, not enough juice on it, and Carter steps in front of Williams for the interception. Eagle ball. 7:35 to go in the third. 1-point lead for Mary Washington. Picking up the dribble, up top, Thompson with it. Now Pam Laney looking to drive. Woods is there. Carter, about a 10-footer, back iron, no. Fight for the rebound, taken by Pam Laney. Shot, no good, but we get a foul. And it's on Charlotte Woods, and it's her third. So Charlotte has not scored tonight and has 3 personal fouls with 7:15 to go in the third. And the Eagles looking to build on the 1-point lead. First free throw, Pam Laney is up and rattles in. Coach LaHaye going to roll the dice here and keep Woods in with 3. And the answer at this point, at least, is yes. Ross still on the bench as Pam Laney fires the second free throw, and it's good. 37-34. 3-point Eagle lead. Lewis across the timeline to Wisner left side. Wisner across to Wade. Wade to Lewis right side. Up top, Wisner for three. No good. Long rebound out to Wisner. She'll put up another shot. That one short. And the long rebound tapped to Comer. Comer to Thompson across the timeline. Thompson trying to find Shiflett down low. Couldn't get to her. Pass to Comer left side. Gets the pick. Drives around Williams. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. Woods to Williams. Outlet to Wade. It's a one-on-one if she hurries. Shot up, foul. And Jayla will get 2 free throws, and the foul will be on 23, Emily Thompson. Yellow Jackets to the line with a chance to cut into the 3-point deficit and end the 4-0 Eagle run that retook the lead. 6:37 in the third. First free throw rolls in for Jayla Wade. 37-35. Michael Ross will check in for Wisner. Shively will check in for Thompson. Second free throw from Wade, in and out, no good. And Pam Laney gets the rebound for the Eagles, up 2. Coming up on 6:30 to go in the third, 37-35, Mary Washington. Looking to drive, pass tipped, stolen by Williams, gets it out to Wade. Jayla looking for room to roll. No numbers there, pulls it out wisely. Ross to Lewis up top, and they'll set it up. 20 on the shot clock, 6:13 in the game clock, third quarter. A 3 give the Yellow Jackets the lead again. Lewis right side to Ross. Ross trying to get a cutting Williams, can't do it. Back to Lewis, around to Wade. Wade on the baseline, kicks it to Woods. Charlotte up, too strong. Rebound, Ross, fadeaway jumper, no. Rebound long, and we're going to get a foul, and it's going to be on Mary Washington. They'll call it on Shively, her first. Fresh 30 seconds, 5:54 left in the third. Ross gets it into Woods, and she'll lay it in for 2. Charlotte Woods with 3 fouls finally gets her first points of the night. We're tied at 37, 5:45 third quarter. Shiflett, a pass that no one saw. Kelly Williams, the only one with it. She'll drive down, get stripped out of bounds, and it'll be Eagles ball. Shively with a fantastic play down low. Shades of Terry Gannon on Ralph Sampson in the 83 ACC championship. Doesn't matter if you give up a lot of height. If they put that basketball down low, you get a hold of it, force a jump ball, or knock it out of bounds off them, and it's exactly what happened. Turnover to Mary Washington in a tie game, 5:30 in the third. Comer with it. Wade on her. Picks up the dribble. Pam Laney now top of the key. Woods working on her. Drive to Comer. Shot up and good. Comer gets loosed. Nice assist. A little give and go, and it's 39-37. Eagles up 2. Wade right side up top for Ross. Ross to Lewis for 3. No good. Long rebound out to Jayla Wade. She'll reset it. And we're going to get a timeout, or do we have a clock issue? We're going to get a substitution here. Knobloch will come in. Wade will check out. And I don't know if this is a situation where they've got to reset the shot clock or not. I can't think of any other reason why there would be a stoppage of play. But it says 24, and we roll on. Under 5 to go in the third. Ross around left side to Lewis. Lewis, Williams, top of the key, looking inside to Woods. Bounce pass to her. Kick out to Ross baseline. She's double teamed. Out to Knobloch. Lewis all alone. She'll kick it to Woods. Woods drives, shot, no, travel. Woods moves the pivot foot before she makes the move, and turnover to Mary Washington when we come out of the media timeout. 4:45 to go, third quarter. Mary Washington 39 and Randolph-Macon 37. Yellow Jackets finally got their first lead of the evening early in the third quarter. Williams now 14 points and 9 rebounds. Wisner 8 points and 2 boards. 6 and 6 for Michael Ross. Pam Laney leading Mary Washington now with 12 points, 6 rebounds. Shiflett with 11. Megan Comer has 7. Randolph-Macon and Mary Washington. 4:45 left in the third at 39-37. Reminder, Yellow Jacket fans, your Yellow Jackets back in Crenshaw Gymnasium Thursday night, 48 hours from right now. They will be tipping off another non-conference action. It'll be St. Mary's of Maryland coming in. And again, rmcathletics.com. Ethan Greenberg will be on the call as usual on Thursday night at 7. That's tip time at Crenshaw Gymnasium. That'll be the last home game for either basketball team until the RMC Coaches Classic for the men, December 28th and 29th. Men on the road this week. Of course, the big one in Farmville tomorrow night, 24 hours from right now. And then a really big matchup against Christopher Newport in Newport News coming up Saturday, tip time, 4 o'clock. Eagle basketball out of the timeout, up 39-37, under 4:40 to go, third quarter. Comer, Knobloch all over her. Pam Laney, top of the key, looking to drive. Almost kicked it off her foot, looking for a drive. St. Clair is there. Shots way off the mark, though. No good. Rebound to Woods. Over to Knobloch. Almost knocked away by St. Clair. Gets it to Lewis. She's across the timeline in plenty of time. Woods looking inside. Couldn't find Williams. In the corner for Ross. Ross back up to Lewis. Lewis now. Woods driving. Kick out. Lewis. Woods. Check that. Ross in the corner. Ball knocked away by Shively out of bounds. 10 on the shot clock. Macon will take it out in front of their bench. 4:07 in the third. Lewis to Knobloch. 5 on the shot clock. They got to hurry. Ross, she'll put up a 3. It's short. Long rebound will go out of bounds to Mary Washington. That's just good, solid defensive play there by the Eagles, denying looks after looks after looks for Randolph-Macon. That's what you want to do defensively. If team's going to get a shot off, make them settle. Or often than not, settling won't work. Shively across the timeline, 3:50 to the third quarter. Finds St. Clair, found Pam Laney, looking to drive. Wood steals it. Ross, stolen by St. Clair at midcourt. She'll put it inside. Tipped away by Williams. Williams on the defense. High arcing shot, no good. Kelly with the rebound. Swings an elbow to make sure nobody gets to her. Coach wants a foul there, not going to get it. Ref smiles, we play on. Lewis right side, Knobloch, top to Ross, left side to Lewis. 3:15, third quarter, 15 on the shot clock. There's Ross around right side to Knobloch, trying to get inside to Williams. She's constantly double teamed. Now they'll try to get it to her, and we're going to get a foul. And if that's on Williams, it's her third. They'll say Kelly pushed off, trying to create space to get the pass. That's her third personal foul. 39-37, Eagles by 2. Comer across the timeline. We are now 3 minutes away from the end of the third period. Pass inside to the top of the key and a foul, and that's on Woods, and that's her fourth, and she's going to have to come out now. Charlotte was very successful staying out of foul trouble for the most part last year during that run to the ODAC championship. She'll come out. Lewis will come out. We'll check the 5 on the floor in a moment. After the inbounds pass, weak side goes to an open Pam Laney for 2. 41-37 Eagles by 4. 2:50 in the third. Wisner up top. She handles the point guard duty now. They get it into Williams. Her shot off the mark. Rebound Russ, and she'll be fouled. That'll likely be on St. Clair. 2:42 left third period, and Michael Ross will go to the free throw line. 2 shots for Michael Ross can cut it back down to a 2-point game. First shot is up and good. 7 now for Ross, the junior from Glen Allen High School. 41-38. She'll get one more. Shot is up, and that one's no good, but Williams gets the rebound, puts it up blocked, puts it up again and up and in. It's 41-40. Williams with a board, Williams with a putback. 1-point game. Comer with Knobloch all over. Nice defense there by Elise. Pamlaney looking to drive on DeBell. Into the corner, St. Clair. Her shot, no good. DeBell gets the long rebound on the baseline. Gets it to Wisner. 2:15 in the third. Down to Ross. Open if she wants to go. She'll drive. Shot blocked. Gets her own rebound. On the baseline, needs help. Wisner there. Kick out to Knobloch. 18 on the shot clock. Wide open. Ross inside. She stayed on the baseline. And they found her for two. And the Yellow Jackets lead by one with 2 minutes to go in the third. Almost a moving screen in back court. Comer with Knobloch again, very defensive on her. Pamlaney, top of the circle. DeBell on her. Let's see if she wants to drive again. She'll look left side, turn right side, spin, shot up, no. Williams with the rebound. Wisner with it. A rare sight. Yellow Jackets with the ball and the lead, and they're going to lose it. St. Clair stepped in front of Ross, tipped it a bit, I believe, because Ross had the ball briefly, and she went to move, and the ball just went way out of her hands and out of bounds. To Mary Washington with 1:33 to go, and the Eagles working from a very rare deficit of just one as they'll get Carter back into the game. Knobloch, Ross, Wisner, Williams, and DeBell are the five on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. 1:30 in the third. Comer wants to go coast to coast. No. Carter with the rebound. Hands it to Shiflett. Her putback is good. And the lead back to the Eagles at 43-42. Under 1:20 to go in the third. Wisner across the timeline to DeBell up top of the key. Looking inside. Williams wide open. And it's good. The assist from WizKid23 on Twitter to K. Williams. And it's 44-43 Yellow Jackets. 1 minute left in the third period. Comer across the timeline. Tries to find Thompson and travels instead. And I cannot underestimate to you fans how much Elise Knobloch's aggressiveness has been on the defensive side of the ball here in about the last 3 minutes or so. She's done a tremendous job up top, doing her best to try to disrupt the flow with the start and the rhythm of the Eagles offense. 50 to go in the third. Inside to Bell. Had a cutter in Ross. Didn't see her. They'll go cross court to Ross. Open shot long. And the rebound Carter. And it's going to be a foul. But who's it on? If it's on Williams, it's her fourth. And it is. 4 personal fouls on Kelly Williams. And that's going to put LaHaye in a situation to where coach has got to find some help. And Peyton Humphreys is going to check into the game in a moment. But Carter gets to go to the line as the Eagles go into the bonus here in the final 43 of quarter number 3. First shot from Carter is good. And we're tied at 44. Williams out. Peyton Humphreys in. Freshman from Lexington, Kentucky. And now you look over on the bench and you see 3 starters. Woods, Wade, and now Williams. Second shot good. Let's see if the Eagles can make some hay on this. Up 1, 40 to go in the third. Ross to Wisner up top, around to Knobloch. Elise back up to Kelsey. Looking inside for Ross. Found her. Trying to work. Up off the glass. Finds a way to back up and score. 46-45. Ross aggressive. Got to be careful. She can't pick up another foul. 20 to go in the period. No shot clock. Thompson. Looking inside. Martin. Nothing there. She'll spin. Pass to Carter. Through her. Out of bounds to Randolph-Macon. Yellow Jackets will have the ball and 11.5 to work with. Wisner at midcourt. Pass to DeBell. Had a wide open lane. Didn't take it. Ross from 15 is good. Michael Ross drains the jumper. And it's going to be a 3-point game after 3. We're through 3 tonight here in Fredericksburg. And our score is Randolph-Macon 48 and Mary Washington 45. Story of the hour, though. 4 personals on Charlotte Woods. 4 personals on Kelly Williams. And the Yellow Jackets are going to have to find a way to get major contributions from other players, as well as those two playing very judiciously down the stretch. 48-45 here live on the campus of the University of Mary Washington. We go to quarter number 4 here in the beautiful Anderson Center, Ron Rosner Arena. Rob Witham, happy to be with you here tonight for this special edition of the RVA Sports Network Game of the Week. Women's college basketball action. Randolph-Macon 48, Mary Washington 45. Yellow Jackets never led in the first half. They tied it, but never led. And it was tied at halftime. They took a brief 1-point lead early third quarter, and then they took a lead again late in the corner. But along that time, Kelly Williams picked up her 4th foul. Charlotte Woods already had 4. Kelsey Wisner has 3. On the box score here, they have Woods with just 3 fouls, but I know she's got 4. Michael Ross, 13 points, 6 off the bench rebounds, 18 and 13 for Williams, but she starts the 4th on the bench. Lewis up top, left to Wisner, back to Lewis. Over to Wade, right side. Lewis, Wisner, looking inside, nothing there. Cross court to Wade. Shayla looking to drive. Kicks it out to Ross, almost stolen. 10 on the shot clock. Lewis to Wade. Somebody's got to shoot. 5 on the shot clock. Wade, no. Long three-pointer goes to Shively on the rebound. Eagles can tie with a three-pointer. 9:25 in regulation. 48-45 Randolph-Macon, but no Woods and no Williams on the court. Pass intended for Shiflett. Can't get to it, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover to Randolph-Macon. Mary Washington will quickly get Jordan Pamlaney back in for Coach Dina Applebury. In her 16th season here at UMW, she has a career record of 338 and 92. One of the most successful programs year in and year out in the Commonwealth and the CAC and on the East Coast. Lewis to Wisner. Open inside to Ross baseline. Her jumper is good. That jumper is money by Ross. 50-45, biggest lead of the night for the Yellow Jackets. 1:05 into the final period. Comer bounce pass up top to Carter. Carter working on DeBell, right side. Jump it back in. DeBell almost got the steal, and then Ross finishes the job. It's 2-on-3. They don't have numbers. Does Ross kick it out? Yes, Wade is going to reset it with Lewis. Lewis to Wisner. Back to Lewis. 20 on the shot clock. Ross with it. 12-footer good. You can't stop that. There's nothing you can do about that because of the trajectory or lack thereof that Michael puts on that shot. It is so quick. 52-45, biggest lead of the night for Randolph-Macon is 7. Pamlaney alone in the corner. Think about a 3. No, looking inside for Carter. Pass tipped. Wade tries to get it. She falls to the floor. It's flipped, and Lewis ends up with it. Lewis to Wisner, and it's going to go off her back, not knowing where it was. Out of bounds, midcourt, back to Mary Washington. Eagles with the basketball, but suddenly down 7 in a stretch where Kelly Williams has not been in this game. Since Kelly Williams departed with her 4th personal foul, it has been all Randolph-Macon as we're going to get a foul up top on Lauren Lewis. And for Lewis, that's personal foul number 2 with 8:02 left in regulation. Pass inside off the inbounds to Pamlaney, and it is good. What a beautiful pass from about 30 feet. 52-47, Eagles within 5. Ross with it, right of the key up top to Wisner. Wisner to DeBell, back to Kelsey, around to Jayla Wade. Wade spins, baseline, Wisner, corner, 3. In and out, no. Rebound, Ross trying to fight it. Pamlaney underneath. Hell ball, possession arrow to the Eagles. And they'll have a chance to dig even deeper into this deficit, down 5 with 7:34 remaining. Little backcourt pressure. They break it. Comer is going to get fouled from behind by Lewis. They're going to get Knobloch quickly back into the game. Tori Martin's going to check in for Carter for Mary Washington at 7:30 to go in regulation. Comer with the inbounds, trying to drive, cut off, sends it out. Thompson, wide open 3. Good. She hit the game's first points, and now she has another 3. And it's a 2-point game. 52-50 Yellow Jackets, 7:15 in regulation. Knobloch up top. Right side. Nope. Yep. To Wade. Thought about it and then went with it. Wade across to Wisner up top. Now to Ross. Ross 15-footer. Good. Again. She's got so much confidence in that shot right now. It's not even funny. 54-50 Yellow Jackets. Under 7 to go in regulation. Comer across the timeline. Knobloch picks her up. Picks up the dribble. Pam Laney up top. Ross on her. Gives it to Thompson. Thompson picked up by Wade. Ross guards Pam Laney. Pam Laney looks to drive. Inside the pass to Shiflett. Up, across, over, and good. Using the glass. 54-52. Back to a 2-point game. Knobloch, 6:35 to go. We'll give it to Jayla Wade up top. Pam Laney working on Ross. They need some help double teaming her. She doesn't need to get open much. Wisner for 3. That's going to be too strong. Air ball to Pam Laney. And now it could be the lead for the Eagles, and we're going to get a foul on Wisner on the body in the backcourt. One of those fouls you just don't need to commit. And for Wisner, she's got 4. It's a time to roll the dice with Kelly Williams. Yes, she is going to come in and check in at the scorer's bench. 6:15 to go. Yellow Jackets went about 5 minutes of actual game time without Kelly on the court. 20 on the shot clock. Driving shot, no. Shiflett with it. Get it in the corner to Comer, who missed the shot. She'll drive again. Kick it out, intercepted by Ross. Ross with Pam Laney. Ross with Pam Laney. Shot, no. Wade there, clean up. Shot, in and out, no. Rebound, Wade lost it onto the floor. We'll tie it up, and it'll stay with Randolph-Macon. 5:49 to go in quarter number 4. Kelly Williams checks in with 4. And you know the Eagles are going to immediately attack the inside to try to get that 5th and disqualifying foul. Carter is in for the Eagles. Looking to get it to Kelly. They do. With 3 players around her, she lays it up and in. 56-52, and that's why you need Kelly Williams on the floor down the stretch. 56-52, 5:35 left in regulation. Ball almost stolen by Knobloch. St. Clair in the game. She has it. Shiflett left side. Looking inside to Carter. Carter shot, no. Rebound, Wisner for Randolph-Macon. Immediately they're trying to get the 5th on Kelly. She's got to be unbelievably careful here. Wisner, Wade left side. Ball tipped, stolen. St. Clair's got it, passes it to Comer. It's a 1-on-2. She's going to drive on the left hand. It's good. And it's a 2-point game again. 56-54, Yellow Jackets by 2. Wisner's got to be careful. She's got 4. Williams works up top. Finds Wade. She'll check the baseline. Get double team. Needs help. St. Clair strips it. And the Eagles have it. They can tie it. Comer driving. Knobloch, almost a travel. Ball out of bounds to Randolph-Macon. And we will get the under 5 media timeout. 4:43 to go in regulation. Randolph-Macon 56, Mary Washington 54. We thought this would be a fantastic game, which is why we wanted to add it to our Game of the Week broadcast schedule. A very important week for these Yellow Jackets, starting here tonight, then home Thursday night in the non-conference game against St. Mary's, and then turn and make that long 4.5-hour trip down to Emory, Virginia. Exit 26 off Interstate 81. And at 2 o'clock Saturday, the team that Randolph-Macon defeated last February in Salem for the ODAC championship will be waiting for them with revenge on their mind. And that's the Wasps of Emory and Henry, who are hosting Ferrum in ODAC play tonight. Yellow Jackets are the only unbeaten team left in the ODAC. They're in first place at 4-0. So whatever happens tonight, whatever happens Thursday night, it won't affect the ODAC standings. They're still going to be unbeaten in ODAC play when they head down to Emory and Henry on Saturday. Saturday is going to be a huge day. The women at Emory and Henry, the men are at Christopher Newport. We have 3 area teams playing for state football championships. Goochland down in Salem. We'll be with Highland Springs and Manchester in Hampton live on Twitter all day on Saturday. Media timeout is almost complete. Eagles trying to get a late substitution in here. They're not going to let them do it. They wanted to get Emily Thompson in the game, and that did not happen. Some confusion as to who's supposed to have the basketball, and now they have it figured out, and Mary Washington has the basketball. St. Clair right of the circle, working inside. Woods back in with 4 fouls. Pam Laney works around her. Kick out, 3 ball on the way. No good. Woods with the rebound. Shiflett on the 3-point try. 4:27 to go. Wisner works up top. Pass almost stolen. That's Humphreys in the game. Her second appearance tonight. Wisner right wing over to Woods. Woods up top to Humphreys. Around a Knobloch inside to Williams. Kelly almost stolen out of bounds. Faith St. Clair that close to the steal at the knees. Yellow Jackets retain, but only 12 on the shot clock and 4:13 to go in regulation, up 2. Knobloch gets it into Wisner. Back to Elise. Elise baseline 3. No good. Carter with the rebound for the Eagles, looking to tie or take the lead. Comer across the timeline. Knobloch on her. Picks up the dribble. Needs help. Shiflett is there. Shiflett takes the pick. Works it around right side. Pam Laney with it. Pam Laney, will she pass it? Or yep, up top to St. Clair. Over to Shiflett. Inside to Carter. Kick out Pam Laney. She'll drive. Get a 3-pointer on the other side. Comer, no good, but a long rebound comes out to Pam Laney. Comer will reset. 3:33 in regulation. 56-54. Pam Laney working on Woods, trying to get her 5th. Drives, shot, good. Nice work using the rim and the glass, and we're tied at 56 with 3:15 to go. Wisner over to Knobloch left side. Elise up top to Peyton Humphreys. Over to Wisner. Wisner inside to Williams. The Eagles come around her. They get it out. Humphreys looking to drive. Peyton, the freshman, up, shot, no. And we'll get a blocking foul late. Foul's going to be on Jordan Pam Laney. Fresh 30 seconds coming. Michael Ross is going to check in for Humphreys. So it's going to be Ross, Woods, Knobloch, Wisner, and Williams all on the floor. And it's, except for Elise, all of them have to be careful about fouls. Inbounds to Charlotte Woods, and she gets open around St. Clair for 2. Yellow Jackets back in front, 58-56, 2:50 to go. Comer gets around Knobloch, backs it up. Picks up the dribble. Pam Laney, top of the key. Comer, drive, Shiflett, inside, Carter. Bounce past Pam Laney. Thought about shooting. Now she'll drive, kick it out. St. Clair, back to Pam Laney. Try to get it inside. Ross almost steals it. Comer gets it. Then Comer's going to lose it. No, get it back to Shiflett just in time. Shot no good. Williams with the rebound, and we get a foul on Mary Washington. It'll be on Maddie Shiflett. That's her second, only the second team foul on the Eagles with 2:23. This fourth quarter quickly winding down. Possessions will be at a premium very soon. 2-point Yellow Jacket lead. Ross is up top to Knobloch. Back to Michael. Around to Wisner. Looking inside, cross court to Knobloch, over to Williams. Williams double team, give it to Woods. Charlotte out, Wisner open, 3. Back iron, no. Long rebound and a foul on Randolph-Macon. Ross got a little aggressive. It'll only be the 4th team foul in the period, so it'll be just a takeout with 1:57 to go. And it's only the second foul on Ross. Knobloch, Ross, Woods, Wisner, Williams. Pam Laney, Comer, Thompson, Martin, and Shiflett for the Eagles. With the ball, down 58-56. It's stolen by Wisner. They tried a little pass, and Kelsey was there. Shot, no. Rebound, Williams. Good, and a foul. Good, and 1 if she makes the free throw. Ross and Williams celebrate with a little phone action, putting their hands to the ear. Williams can complete the three-point play and up the lead to 5. Shot up, good. Randolph-Macon 61, Mary Washington 56, 1:40 to go in regulation. Comer across the timeline, Knobloch on her. Again, great second half defensively by Elise. All over them. Martin back to Shiflett. Shiflett looking to drive. Wisner's there, and it's going to be a blocking foul on Kelsey. She did not get back in time, and that could be all for Kelsey Wisner. Let's see. No, that is her 4th personal foul. We have a player down for Mary Washington, so we will have a timeout officially with 1:24 to go in regulation. Eagles basketball. We should have free throws here on this foul because the Yellow Jackets have now committed 5. So 2 shots will be coming. But it's Maddie Shiflett, unfortunately, who is on the floor, and she is being attended to on the right corner here with 1:24 to go. We could easily see both of these teams be a part of the field of the NCAA tournament when we get to end of February, early March. Of course, Mary Washington, Capital Athletic Conference play for them begins right after the first of the year. They play non-conference through December, and then they get going in conference play January 2nd. ODAC has been a bit unusual this year as they've put a lot of conference games in early. Yellow Jackets have already played 4. The game against Emory and Henry Saturday will be their 5th conference game before exams and before their trip to Las Vegas. And very sad news to report. Maddie Shiflett is being helped off the court. She's not able to put her weight under one of her legs, and they're going to come and check her on the bench. And that's, you hate to see that. The Eagles will now work with Thompson and Comer, Pam Laney, Martin, and at the line, it's Emily Shively, and she'll get 2 shots. Down 5, 1:24 to go in regulation. First shot, good. Now a 4-point game. They can make it a 1-possession game if Emily knocks this one down. 3 dribbles, the shot, good. Carter and St. Clair will check in. Martin and Thompson will check out. Ross, Wisner, Knobloch, Williams, Woods on the floor for the Yellow Jackets, up by 3. 1:20 to go in regulation. Wisner walks it across the timeline, pass to Knobloch. Knobloch across to Ross. Ross to Wisner. Back to Knobloch. Woods trying to get settled top of the key. Can't do it. They get it to Williams. Williams tries to find Woods. Ball batted. Will it be saved in time? Yes, in the corner. Eagles have it. A minute to go, down 3. Comer across the timeline. Quickly down to Shively. Back up to Comer. Comer looking to work left side. Gets it back to Shively. Woods is on her. Emily back to Comer. 15 on the shot clock, 45 on the game clock. Shively with it now. Keeps the dribble alive. Kick in the corner. Inside it goes Pam Laney. Pam Laney tries to get it to Carter. 4 on the shot clock. Long 3-pointer. No good. It'll be Knobloch with the basketball. Shot clock and game clock are the same. 25 to go. Eagles have got a foul. And they do. It took them a few moments to realize that they have to foul because they've got to give up 2 to get the Yellow Jackets to the free throw line. So now 4 team fouls on the Eagles. You either get a steal here or you got to get a foul. Get it to Wisner, and she'll be fouled immediately by Megan Comer. And with 20.8 seconds left, Kelsey Wisner has 2 free throws coming. Yellow Jackets with 2 big free throws here for the senior Kelsey Wisner. First one up and good. And it's a 2-possession game, 62-58 with 20.8 seconds to go. Yellow Jackets looking to win their 7th in a row and go to 7-1 on the young season. Second shot, good. Huge free throws by the senior Wisner. Timeout, Mary Washington. so they can advance it to midcourt. 63-58, Randolph-Macon with 20.8 seconds left in regulation. Kelsey Wisner with two big free throws there. The final 20.8 seconds. They advance it off the timeout. Each team has 3 timeouts remaining. Must get points here. Comer, Carter in the quarter. Up top, Shively for 3. No good, long rebound to Knobloch. Knobloch is going to call a timeout before she gets fouled with 14.8 seconds to go. They'll advance the basketball into the front court. It wasn't, I'm sure, the shot the Eagles wanted, but it's the one that they got. When you get under 20 seconds to go, you're worried about taking an extra pass or two because those 2 or 3 seconds that you give up then may come back to haunt you right on the other side. So sometimes you settle. Knobloch was not fouled, so the Yellow Jackets have got to get the basketball in. They've got to get the basketball in. Head coach Mary Washington complaining that Knobloch dribbled the basketball, which then Randolph-Macon's not allowed to advance it, but the referees are saying that was not the case, and she won't have any of that. 5-point game. They got to hurry up and get it in. They do. It's Williams. She loses it. Ball to Comer. Looking down court all alone. Pam Laney shot up good. 6.4 to go. 63-60. They get it to Woods. Woods back to Ross. Ross trying to run it out and finally fouled with 2.9 seconds to go. Eagle foul number 25, Emily Shively, second. So one free throw made here by Michael Ross should do it. 63-60 with 2.9 seconds to go. First free throw from Ross is up and rattles in. It's good. 64-60. They were down the entire first half. They got their first lead early in the third quarter. They had arguably their best stretch of the evening with Kelly Williams on the bench with 4 fouls as Ross hits the second. Timeout, Mary Washington to advance, but they're down 5 with 2.5 remaining. And the Randolph-Macon Yellow Jackets will survive a night where their shooting wasn't the best, where it was harder to get the basketball inside to Kelly Williams, where Williams, Woods, Wisner all struggle with foul trouble, and they're still going to find a way to win. Amy DeBell coming in with quality minutes. Might not see a lot on the scorecard from her, but she put in some minutes when they needed them. Peyton Humphreys had a few key ones too. Ross comes in big in the reserve role again. She is indeed the spark plug off the bench. And Elise Knobloch with some great defensive play in the front court here tonight to make the Eagles have to work harder in the second half. Final 3 seconds. Thompson for 3. That is no good, and the game is over. Yellow Jackets survive it. Final score, 65-60, Randolph-Macon. They will host St. Mary's of Maryland on Thursday night at 7 p.m. A big night tonight for the Yellow Jackets on the road. This game tonight was all about toughness and trying to find a win and a way to do it on a night where some of the usual formulas for getting a victory for this Yellow Jacket team was not there. They weren't the greatest early on three-point shooting. Charlotte Woods was in foul trouble before we barely got seated. Then Kelly Williams got in trouble in the second half. She was able to come back in and play about the final 6.5 minutes and not commit that fifth and final foul. Nobody fouled out in the end for Randolph-Macon tonight. And that is a quality non-conference win on the road tonight as Randolph-Macon moves to 7-1 on the season. Your final again, Yellow Jackets 65 and the Eagles of Mary Washington 60. Before we say goodnight, we're going to get final stats for you, fans. And then once we have them, and I believe they're coming across the way, we will sign things off tonight here from Fredericksburg, make the trip back to the RVA. Here come the final stats for the evening. 65-60 the final. Randolph-Macon, much better field goal percentage second half than first half. They shot 33% in the first, 36% in the second quarter. After halftime, 43% and 42%, almost 43, really, 42-9. For the game, 39% from the field. They take 8 more shots than Mary Washington does, and they make 3 more. But they're only 4 of 21 from 3. It was not a good night from three-point range. Mary Washington, though, could not take advantage. After that first 3 by Thompson to open the game, they went 2 of 13, so 3 of 13 total for them, as they shoot 23% from beyond the arc, and the Yellow Jackets are 19%. Free throws ended up pretty even though the Yellow Jackets had 20 fouls, and Mary Washington only had 14. 11 of 15 at the line for Randolph-Macon, that's 73%. Mary Washington, 13 of 16 for 81% on the line. Yellow Jackets out-rebound the Eagles 43-37. Kelly Williams leads, 23 points, 15 rebounds, 6 blocks, a steal, and assist. Off the bench, Michael Ross goes for 20-plus again. She had a career-high 28 in the win over Lynchburg 5 nights ago. She gets 21 tonight to go with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. She was 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Williams was 5 of 7. Kelsey Wisner in double figures with 10 points. She has 9 assists tonight, 2 steals, only 3 turnovers, 3 rebounds. Woods, Williams, Wisner all ended the game with 4 personal fouls. Lauren Lewis, it's been interesting for her. It's either been feast or famine the last few games. 0 for 7 from the field against Lynchburg in the win Thursday. Led the team in the win over Holland Saturday with 23 points. Tonight, 0 of 6 from the field, 0 of 5 from three land. And she ends up with no points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal in 23 minutes. But it'll come for the freshman. Right now, kind of her responsibility and her role is to just facilitate the basketball. She's the first true point guard we've seen since Kajay Hester ruled the roost. And, of course, she graduated with that great foursome of the class of 2016 with Lauren Vutkeveen, Katie Anderson, and, of course, now assistant coach Hannah Liverman. Elise Knobloch had 3 points tonight. Jayla Wade had 4. Charlotte Woods limited to 17 minutes due to foul trouble early. 4 points, 2 rebounds on the night. Peyton Humphreys did not score, but had, again, some critical minutes when they had to put Williams on the bench on a couple of occasions due to her foul trouble. Tonight for Mary Washington, led by Jordan Pamlaney. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 8 of 10 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 assists in 34 minutes of play. 13 points for Maddie Shiflett, 3 rebounds, and hopefully she is okay. She was helped off the court with a little under 90 seconds left in the game. And hopefully she is going to be okay. She had a fantastic night tonight, 6 of 11 from the field. But you take Jordan and Maddie's shooting away from the team, they made 14 of their 22 field goals tonight. Erica Carter, 2 of 9 down low, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Shively had 2 points. Comer had 9, 6 for Thompson, a 3 to start things, and then a 3 in the fourth quarter as they tried to come back. And then Tori Martin, we mentioned all 4 of her points came in the first half, and they were all at the free throw line. Assist to turnover ratio tonight. Randolph-Macon 16 assists, 17 turnovers. Mary Washington 11 assists and 18 turnovers. So Mary Washington on the season now 4-3. Ahead for them is Marymount here at home. The only team to beat Randolph-Macon this year. That was opening night up in Alexandria, a 66-65 loss. that started the Yellow Jacket year at 0-1. They have now won their last 7 straight, and their next opponent is St. Mary's of Maryland, and they come into Crenshaw in 48 hours. All right, my fans, my friends, we thank you so much for being with us here on this special edition of the Game of the Week on the RVA Sports Network. We want to thank everyone here at Mary Washington for allowing us to come in and bring this broadcast to you here tonight. Special thanks goes to their staff, athletic department, as well as, of course, to Jeff Burns and Phil Stanton and Taylor and all the gang at Randolph-Macon for their help and permission and cooperation as well. Don't forget, coverage of the Times Dispatch Invitational Tournament begins 2 weeks from tomorrow night here on the RVA Sports Network and also on the radio on 102.9 The Mater, 102.9 FM, 1430 AM, and on the TuneIn Radio app on Radial, Radiall. We'll have a doubleheader first round, a game, and make that 2 games. That's why they call it a doubleheader, Rob. On Wednesday the 19th, we are looking to be at Trinity Episcopal. It'll be Hanover Trinity in the girls' first game at 6, and then Huguenot Trinity in the boys at 7:30. We'll be back on the air on the 21st, that Friday, both on 102.9 The Mater and the RVA Sports Network online for the girls and boys championship games, which this year will be held at Hanover High School. Complete broadcast schedule always available at RVASportsNetwork.com. Well, despite foul trouble, despite some other troubles, Randolph-Macon down the entire first half, a brief lead early third quarter. They take the lead late third quarter, and they spend most of the fourth in front. But the Eagles fight, claw, and fight again, and the Yellow Jackets have to clinch it at the free throw line down the stretch, and they get a huge road victory. 65-60 is your final score. Thanks, everybody, for being with us. Rob Witham saying have a great evening and good night from Fredericksburg, Virginia.